Welcome back. I'm Billie Brown. Now, at the end of the last video, my company was going through its second bankruptcy. Any chance of surviving that was slim. Now, that's when I knew I needed to try something different. So that's when I decided to try God. The one thing, the only thing that I felt that I could commit to was to pray and to go to church. I could do that. So that's what I decided to do. However, day after day, I continued to receive bad news. Troubles and disappointments, they never stopped. They just kept on coming. But even though nothing changed, I continued to pray month after month throughout 2019. And the thing that gave me the confidence to move ahead was my faith and my belief that God could change and would change things. And then, suddenly, as God often works, in 2020, the tide changed. In January of 2020, my company was granted a $750,000 line of credit, which is unheard of for a company coming out of bankruptcy. I soon acquired an operations manager, and together we secured several contracts that took my business into the millions in gross revenue within a year's time. Things were going great. Even in March of 2020, when COVID hit, my company provided essential services, and therefore my business remained open rather than closing like so many were forced to do. Things were going fine. Everything was looking good. Everything was great. But you're not going to believe what happened next. 6 months later, in June of 2020, at the age of 69, I fell off of a 12-foot ladder, and I broke not one, not two, not three, not 4, 5, or 6. I broke 8 ribs. I shattered the entire right side of my body. I punctured my lung, and I ended up unconscious in the hospital, where I stayed for over a month. At that time, it was just me and my God. People were dying all around me, and no one was allowed to visit. The pain was unbearable without consistent pain medication every 4 hours. I felt broken. I felt defeated. I had never been in such a low place before. For the first time in my life, I felt old. I found myself really doubting my ability to rebound this time. It was extremely hard to believe that I could rebound from this devastating accident at my age. I was there. I was on the verge of giving up. And then I remembered one of Pastor's sermons where he said that it's easy to give up when you suffer defeat. But defeat is a school in which truth always grows strong. Defeat hurts, but it also instructs. You can learn a great deal of truth about yourself through defeat. So, those times when I was finding it hard to stay positive, to continue on each day and to not give up, I held on to my faith and my belief in God, and I just continued to pray. The purpose of praying was to remind me who was really in charge. It required that I not look at my circumstances, but trust in God to get me back on track. And you know what? As time passed, I did come through it. I survived the breaking of my ribs. and my company survived its period of financial insecurity. Prayer changes things, and it changes people. For God is able to work a miracle. He is able to revive and to restore your dreams. That's how you come to a divorce. That's how you endure bankruptcy. That's how you outlive cancer. You pray. I realized that I didn't fall apart because of my daily habit of praying and communicating with my God. But I was still 69 years old. And I didn't understand why I didn't feel more fulfilled. What happened to the joy and the enthusiasm for life? Well, I knew I needed to look inward to find the answers to those questions. And in my next video, I will share with you the answers that I came away with. So I'm inviting you to tune into the next video. Because in video 4, I will share where my soul searching led me. I will share the aha moment when I finally received one of the most life-changing, transformational messages of my life. So if you don't feel fulfilled, if the joy and the enthusiasm is gone from your life and from your spirit, you may want to tune in. Just click the subscribe button below. I'm Billie Brown. I hope you'll join in next